well. Anything of use?
Assume nothing. Objective noted.
All right. What now? At the ready. All right. What now? At the ready. Let's have a look.
Indolence breeds madness. Let's have a look.
I've got a long road ahead. On my way. Something good here, I hope.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Still alive, so that's progress. lies before me. I'll give it a shot.
Grab your bags.
Need every last
We're
copper
moving.
piece to get started in Baldur's Gate.
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet, and I hear you are the one to thank. I'm grateful. It isn't much, but you've earned it. Very good of you. Thank you.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us. It's time, everyone. Let's go.
I have something to ask.
We're ready to head to your camp. Are you?
Elturel didn't want us, and those druids sure as hell didn't either. But you risked your life for us.
We're not in the clear of opening a cart in Baldur's Gate. We're standing on cobbles in Baldur's Gate.
Like on the street.
I'm glad you killed all the goblins. I hope you made them scared. I left my sword in the cave. Don't tell, but I don't want to touch it again.
Bah! At your age, I'd already spilled my own cousin's blood. Face your fear, or it will devour you.
It smells bad out here. I want to go home.
Back to worrying about road rations it is. So many mouths to feed, but, well, that's not a bad problem to have. Thank you, truly.
We did it. Come on.
So it's true. You scattered the goblins. Peace can finally return to this corner of the Sword Coast. Thank you. As am I. And I'm sure those poor refugees would quite agree.
Look where...
Ah, you're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint. A druid or two, I suppose. But the novelty remains fresh. I suppose I did. Yes. I had quite a life in El Turul. Chewing cud, pulling carts, etc.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
No. You are incapable. tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this. Moo. Tick-tock. I thought I had been a good teacher to you. Clearly not.
You took it upon yourself to undertake the Rite of Thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
I owe you nothing. Goblins swarmed us like roaches while you stumbled after the past. You chose to abandon us. I chose to protect us.
Silence! The rite has been ended. I will allow you to stay, but consider yourself a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the druids, our place in the natural order. You shall learn it all once again, right here. Backslide, and nature's fury will crush you.
As you wish, Master Halsin.
She shows great insolence, but time will humble her. And the Grove still needs her. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The Grove stands. Nature prevails. I owe you my thanks. And an introduction. I am Halsin, first druid of the Emerald Grove. And I sense you have a problem you seek my help with. I was an unwilling guest of the goblins. But your efforts left them in disarray, and I was able to escape. It's true. I can feel it right now. Oak Father preserve you, child. But something's different. You're aware of the monster inside you. You don't bow to the Absolute, like the true souls do. How is this possible? Perhaps. But I wouldn't want to place all my faith in blind luck. Someone is using very powerful magic to modify these tadpoles. They're using them to exert control over the infected. I'm sorry to say, I can't undo that magic. I can't cure you. But that doesn't mean I can't help. At the Goblin camp, I hoped to find a way to remove the tadpoles. I failed, but I did find the next best thing. I found out where they come from. I will do what I can to help you. Let us speak tomorrow. You and I both have matters to see to first. As for what you've done for the Grove, speak to Wrath. He will see to your reward. The journey to Moonrise Towers, and all the dangers that entails. But that's tomorrow's problem. Take some time for yourself tonight. Rest, celebrate. Come morning, I'll be by your side.
What of them?
They are our guests until they wish to leave, as I said the day they arrived.
Have they blinded you to truth? Outsiders bring only chaos.
And what have you brought? Harmony?
Peace. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Nothing but trouble.
You think you saved us? You just prolonged the inevitable. Sooner or later, other outsiders will bring trouble to the Grove.
I thought you were Halcyon.
The boar prances around, haunches clenching and unclenching impatiently.
Where's Halcyon? Promise me a mate.
The adventurer sleeps soundly, his breath steady, his wounds expertly bandaged.
Do you need help,
If we
Icaron?
get separated or need to break camp fast,
No.
remember,
I've got it.
find the river and follow
Don't be breaking your
This
back
teeth
before we
is
get to
fragile.
Baldur's Gate.
I have a mind to end their misery myself.
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
2 more boxes after this one.
I fail to see the distinction.
Yes, you are.
Now, stop squirming.
Grab your bags. We're ready to head to your camp. Are you? Excellent. Lead the way.
Have a drink.
I'm fine.
Loosen up, Pickerel.
No, no.
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of us. It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible, and with such lovely company. With you, and just lately, I feel like I can remember what it's like to be good. I tried in the beginning. Blew up in my face spectacularly. Lesson learned, never try to befriend a devil, cambion, or imp. Orphans are good for a drink and joke, but you can't turn your back on them. But hey, enough about that. That's history now. I want to think about the future. The one nice thing about being trapped in the inexorable grind of time is you've always got something to look forward to. Me too. I don't think I've ever looked forward to anything as much. You better go enjoy the party before I do something I'll regret. I like you unburnt, after all. Bye, soldier.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland.
Hush you, and behold! Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
Live a little. Try not to get too close, Cal.
Yes. Remember what happened last time?
I was 8, and you magicked up a kitten. How was I supposed to know it?
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful. True. That was fun. Still, I would have liked more for my trouble than a pat on the head and vinegar for wine.
It's a heavy, rich red, dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask? By the hells. Sex, my dear. A night of passion. Let's wait until things quieten down. Once the others are asleep, we'll find each other. All right, but don't take too long. You're not the only tasty morsel around here.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Nyogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet, they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness. I smell their blood on you still. I smell your sweat. I mean to taste it. I respect your error. There are, after all, other spreads before me. I will not go long without pleasure.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow. Later, perhaps. Don't worry about me. A night under the stars amidst nature's creation is just what I need after being locked up in the goblin's dungeon. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas? One raunchy ballad coming up.
Thank you. I'm glad you sought me out. Amidst all this merriment, I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to speak this evening.
I was hoping you'd spare me a moment. There was something rather magical I wished to show you.
As they say in Waterdeep, in wine there is truth. That's usually followed by, in water there is good sense.
I promise you, my offer is a perfectly sober one. So, what do you say? A lesson. And trust me when I say few have experienced the pleasure I offer to teach. However, it's something best experienced in more intimate surrounds. Once the revelry is ended, and the stillness of the night has been restored. For now, please, enjoy the celebration. When it is done, I will show you all.
It's always work for a guard. You? I've always wanted to sing at the Elfin Tavern.
If the owner has any sense, they'll hire you on the spot.
There's promise in...
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone. Really? I'm honored. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. I'm a devil. I love the people from the Grove, but I unsettle them deep down, as I seem to unsettle everyone nowadays. You don't want a devil at your party. Claws will pop the balloons, you see. And the sweet cakes don't taste half as good as raw eggs with this blasted forked tongue. There are spikes in places there really shouldn't be. But off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music. Some time alone beneath the stars. Still,
No. Let them have fun.
Right.
I'll be ruining it come morning anyway.
Hearts a quiver. Raise our bows.
None of that poetic stuff. Something like goblins swarmed, but we were brave and fried them all with a thunder wave.
But that's not what happened.
Live a little.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. I saw you with Gale. You two looked cozy. Far be it from me to judge. Blood must still be running a little hot after everything. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? What? No, don't be ridiculous. I mean, desperate people. Like those refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the Grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong.
Shadowheart trails off and glances around at the party. She turns back to you, mildly surprised you're still there.
I thought you might have wanted to mingle with the others. No, but I thought you might be keen to get away from me. We haven't always seen eye to eye, after all. Besides, I'm sure there's plenty of people who'll be keen to celebrate most thoroughly with you. You're putting words in my mouth. I never said I disliked you. It's just, we have some work to do to get on each other's good sides. And yes, I'm sure there's someone out there for you. Gale's been stealing a glance or three in your direction. Maybe you would, but I'm not cruel enough to get your hopes up, in spite of what some might believe. Why, I have no idea what you mean. Now on you go, and happy hunting. What, some advice on how to make me more bearable? All right, if you like. I'm not half as mysterious as you might think. Respect my privacy, my beliefs. Keep us focused on finding a cure. If you do that, well, I see no reason why we shouldn't get closer. Now, enough about me. You should go see who'd like to spend the night with the savior of the Grove.
Do you mind? I'm very busy. Do you think Gale would approve? I saw how he looked at you earlier. No, I wouldn't want to get in the middle of whatever that is. We'll end tonight as friends. No, my love, I'm not jealous of the walking encyclopedia. But you go ahead. Have fun.
What are you going to do in the city? There's always work for a guard. You? I've always wanted to sing at the Elf Song Tavern. If the owner has any sense, they'll hire you on the spot.
Cheers to you, soldier. And to me, if I do say so myself.
Spilled my pint.
Not like you needed it.
The buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone. There is one who yearns for you in the dark. Who will you seek? With a profane flush of arousal, you realize she may well be doing the same.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but It's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous. Though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here and now. To Moonrise, then.
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. You're half right. You have to get to Moonrise, but you still have a choice of how to get there. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse. Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aradin. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her. I'm glad you approve. I do not truly care if you approve, but I am glad. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence. Indeed. We've quite the journey ahead of us.
Do not be so impatient to move on as Halsin. As ever, the Githyanki Kresh remains our priority.
The dog holds a well-chewed ball in his mouth.
All these telltale signs of Dark Justiciars that we've been seeing. I'm having a hard time believing they're a coincidence. Still, there may be more to it. I need to keep alert, in case that suspicion amounts to anything.
How'd you know?
I just do. Get drunk off their choppers in camp. Unfair.
What's that?
Don't fancy getting my hands dirty. I need a shovel.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food, the mark is her measure. Show is the brand of the absolute. Food? No one has food today, alas. It seems we are friends. Friend. We follow the sense of blood and gold to all lands fertile, friend. And this land proves particularly fruitful. Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand. And you, a delicacy. Unless you bear the mark, of course. I've no use for the Absolute, or any god. I follow two masters only. Gluttony and greed. The goblins understand my appetites. They sate my hunger for gold. And the rest sate my hunger for meat. Boss Goblin give gold. We check brand. Good deal. No talk. Alas, not so much as a nibble. Food? No, not food.
What's that?
Gnome tastes good. Like bear. Dwarf better. Dwarf sweet like honey. Must you? This innate chatter pains me. Oh, for shut mouth, head hurt.
Go time.
this heap.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Dwarf better! Dwarf sweet like honey. This innate shatter pains me. Home tastes good. Like bear. Dwarf better. Dwarf sweet like honey. Must you? This innate shatter pains me.
Moving in.
Oh, for shut mouth. Head hard.
That might be worth a look.
Home tastes good. Like bear. Dwarf better. Dwarf sweet like honey. Must you? This innate shatter pains me. Oh, for shut mouth. Head hard. Home tastes good. Like bear. Dwarf better. Dwarf sweet like honey. Must you? This innate shatter pains me. Oh, for shut mouth. Head hard. Home tastes good. Like bear. Dwarf better. Dwarf sweet like honey. Must you? This innate shatter pains me. Oh, for shut mouth. Head hard. Home tastes good. Like bear. Dwarf better. dwarf sweet like honey. Must you? This inane chatter pains me. Oh, for shut mouth, head hurt.
Better not be cursed.
Bone tastes good. Not bad. Dwarf better. Dwarf sweet like honey.
Pick to fight. The constant.
Fury, I am death.
Where do I go from here?
I will ascend. Can't give up. I will ascend.
Ready for another round?
Let's end this.
Take two.
Victory awaits. Maggots will be done. One true way.
At least things have stayed interesting. Should mind my step.
Master Halsin's home, by Sylvanas' mercy.
It might have been better if he'd stayed away.
Don't say that.
Come now. I think it's high time you all left. Our sacred grove has sheltered you enough. Within the inner sanctum, of course. It is not for us to fight your battles. I assure you, the feeling is...
Master Halsin's past his prime. It might be time for another.
I'm no fan of those devils either, but they're leaving.
If it had been up to Kolga, they would never have been here at all.
Master Halsin's home, by Sylvanas' mercy.
It might have been better if he'd stayed away.
Don't say that.
Come now. He took in those strays and then he just left.
He went to make sure those strays could go.
Master Halsin's past his prime. It might be time for another.
I'm no fan of those devils either, but they're leaving.
If it had been up to Kolga, they would never have been here at all.
Master Halsin's home, by Sylvanas' mercy.
It might have been better if he'd stayed away.
Don't say that.
Come now. He took in those strays and then he just left.
He went to make sure those strays could go.
Master Halsin's past his prime. It might be time for another.
I'm no fan of those devils either, but they're leaving.
If it had been up to Korga, they would never have been here at all.
Master Halsin's home. By Sylvanas' mercy.
It might have been better if he'd stayed away.